Yeah, one time. Yo, I'm only gonna do this once, alright? Yeah, Sketchpad. Yeah, one time. Y'all only gonna get one of these, alright? Ready? As the game gently weeps from the seats to the streets, as a peep to the peephole. Through the peephole, searching to find another equal. Gotta slow down, gotta creep slow. Gotta get through whatever the cause, and I gotta be great, whatever the flaws. And I gotta find, yes, never mind the nulls, and get screwed by all, cause you getting recalls. Never seen laws, never seen falls. Got a scene call, gotta keep on getting through it. And I seen that fee-fi-fo from, and I seen them keep making music. Gotta choose it, gotta find that bomb with the fuse lit, defuse it. Gotta make that music, gotta use it, gotta preach it. First to the pulpit, find a toolkit, then I microphone check, 1, 2, spit. Niggas on the grind, gotta make that hit. And he get paid like I, but he use that 4/5 with a close grip. And he never hesitant to let it rip. And he back home with a lighter clip. And they get a lot lighter if a nigga want gon' trip. But that's besides the point. Behind the joint, the man with the red eyes hides disappointment. Why the herbs kill like ointment? At least it was the dope man said it did. Yeah, man. And if I spit it too fast, it's for the masses running.
Oh. I can't read lips. My bad. What's good, y'all? You're still DJ Not here. Good catch, Toya. Thank you very much for another dynamic edition of Pulse for Applause, episode number 5. How do you say 12 in Spanish? Toya. Nah, she don't know. Anyway, season 12, episode 5 or 6, somewhere around there. I'd ask. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. Anyway, we good. We good and happy to be back. Thank y'all for tuning in. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. Everybody's gonna catch this audio on Friday. Pause. We're happy to be here. Happy to be a part of your life and your world. Just you are. Hopefully, it's happy to be part of ours. I'm here alongside my partner in crime, the one and only.
What's up, y'all? It's Will of Thrill, professional shit talk extraordinaire, love of the people, the culture, and everything about it. Europe.
Where the shirts at, bro? Where the mugs? The people have been asking.
They asking for the mugs?
They're asking for the mugs.
Let's go, man. We do need some merch.
I'm just saying, no, your one tagline, they need that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just putting it out there. How you feeling otherwise? Not you lay everybody down.
I'm good. Oh, shit.
Already.
Ruining lives.
Already.
I'm good, brother. How you feeling?
Yeah. I'm right. Well, all
right.
I'm just trying to, see how I really feel about the NFL season being over already.
Yo, already to the shits.
And the week 4, the NFL season is over completely. So yeah.
So the cat of my job, New York football has been canceled. So I won't hear any slander for any New York. What are you talking about? The Knicks? They training camp started. Yeah.
Yeah, because training camp has started.
Yeah, thank
NBA
God for
season
that.
starts November or something, right?
Yeah, thank God. Preseason start next week?
Nobody cares about preseason.
Hey,
bro.
I just want to see some basketball.
Bro, the NBA does not care about preseason.
At this point in New York sports, we fucking watch pickleball. Anything.
Oh man, you know how bad it got.
We got the Liberty.
We do got the Liberty. Shout out to them. They still holding us in there one time. You know how bad it got for me last night, and we get on to what actually really matters. When I started making my own Sports Center stats after halftime. No, this is not good stats.
I know.
No, it was more like the New York Giants have been outscored 64-3 at home on Monday Night Football. I was like, what am I doing? I was like, let me turn this off.
And then you start thinking about damn, that's accurate.
I made it up myself. They didn't even say it.
Yeah, I know. It's just like, it's been
oh man.
So we got 3 minutes of sports. Go.
No, that was it.
That was whole 3 minutes. Bro, I was watching them last night because I actually picked them to win.
Okay, I could see that.
That was bad.
Wait, is this slander? Or this is sports?
No. This is real sports.
Go ahead, Jets fan.
Only because hit me out. I actually think no, ain't no such thing.
Go ahead.
But it's just I was telling you, I was like, it's wild that the best thing that happened was the Jets lost and their quarterback looked decent. It's the best thing that happened in New York football over the weekend.
I mean, I can't.
Hey,
he did not look horrible.
Yeah,
he did not look horrible.
I told you that's the best game that kid ever played in his life.
Think so?
I don't think so. I know so. I've seen every snap of his career
because I have never
played better.
I didn't watch the Jets at all last year,
bro. If you seen that game, you'll be like, "Damn, what's the problem?"
But this is what I'm saying, though. This is what I'm saying. The difference that I noticed from early in the year because I did watch some of the Cowboy game, and I promise you I'll be done with this in a second. But this is why you don't get me started back interested in sports because I know what the hell I'm talking about. But anyway, when I watched the Cowboy game versus the game this past weekend, you know what changed the most?
What?
His confidence.
Oh, yeah, this shit was
his throws, The way he was stepping into it's confidence.
The talent ain't the problem, bro. His brain is towed up.
Yeah, and it's probably because of the damn Jets fans. That's
They just started going crazy on him. Like it was like, all right, dog.
They were going crazy. All right, we're not doing this.
Yeah.
All right, you got 30 minutes.
Shout out to football.
Shout out to football being over. Congratulations to you, Chiefs, on winning another Super Bowl. But
start the parade now. Damn.
So let's talk about it, man. How was your weekend? Most interesting thing that happened in the last 7 days?
My weekend was good. Mostly chill, ran errands, with a little work, but the most fun I had, it was actually a Queens weekend in Atlanta.
Talk about it.
Always fire. So we had the annual picnic, man, in the park, and that shit. It's like every year, like the shit just gets on a grander scale. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I went out there. This shit. It was at Central Park, right? And I think they at the point now where
Central Park, Atlanta, people.
Yeah, Central Park in Atlanta.
Sorry,
yeah, correction.
Go ahead.
Right, so they had it up on like the walkway part to the basketball courts, but like they really needed to just have it on the field. Like that's how packed it was, bro.
That many people.
Mad vendors.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't even walk through because of where they had it because it was too much people.
Really?
That shit got.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it's going crazy.
It's getting there now.
Yeah,
I mean, it was. I'm not saying like that.
Yeah, no,
it's already been. Yeah, they've been on a steady build.
And then they just had so many people come down. I've seen so many flyers with just everybody.
Yeah,
like Onyx, Cheeks, fucking like just like all of the old like Queens like rappers that you would fuck with. Like I'm just like
you said Onyx and then you said Cheeks.
Oh,
I'm childish. I'm sorry.
Because when you think about Onyx, you think about
Cheeks. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Shout out to Onyx.
Yeah, but
both of them.
Motherfuckers had Jeff Red down here.
Yeah,
yeah.
No, he's been here before. That's what's up.
Yeah,
listen.
My sister said she seen him perform. He said he killed it.
Yeah,
sure he did.
Yeah.
He got a hit.
Jeff Red, Sunshine. I don't think Sunshine is from Queens. Anyway, good. I'm sorry.
Finish but man, it was a really, really, really good time.
Yeah,
and because I be telling people, I was like, yo, it's the Queens debut for the older Queens heads.
Yeah,
like so it there's no threat of fucking like some shit wild happening. Everything is just like, nigga, I gotta go take care of these grandkids. Nigga, you don't chill out. Like you out there with your kids and your kids in their 20s. Like what you about to get in a fight out here? What you about to do?
So it was just comfortable, relaxed.
Yeah, like everybody
energy.
chilling, bro. I was telling people, I was like, yo, even if you see somebody you had static with, the statute of limitations is up on that shit. Unless somebody died, you know what I mean? Because that's a different level of like, you kill somebody, bro. Like
unless your name is 50.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna leave it alone. Leave it alone.
All right, I'm just waiting for y'all to bring.
50 ain't leaving that shit up. Like, if you try, man, listen. But if it was like we had a beef and I can't remember what it was for, that shit is a dub, nigga. Shit was when I was 19, man. Like it's over.
What if
you could have been dead wrong, and I'm still like, hey, my bad, we good. Like,
what if you remember what happened though? Like clearly, like somebody took.
Good.
All right, never mind. I'm leaving it alone.
Hey, I'm just good.
I'm sorry.
At this point, it would more be like somebody died. That's what it would have to be at this point.
That's it.
So we're like, I can't let that shit ride.
Okay.
Like you kill somebody.
All right. It's good to know the limits. It's good to know there are limits.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah, there it is.
All right, that's good to know. So wait, here go my question.
Go.
Is it getting close to the levels of what Bronx Day does here in Atlanta? Energy wise.
Yeah, it really is though.
Yeah.
Just what? Yo.
I'm hearing some bias.
Shit getting heavy.
I'm feeling some bias.
No, because Bronx Day, bro, Bronx Day been around longer, so they got.
I'm not saying the reason why. I'm just saying, is it?
No, so I'm saying it's getting there because like Bronx they've been at it. You know what I mean? Like so they shit is be on point, and you know what I mean. That should be structured. Like I think Queens is starting to get the structure part of it in there.
Got you.
Yeah, so that shit was fire though.
Corey, what up?
Fun every year.
Corey was out there. I saw him out there.
Yeah, everybody was fucking out there.
Yeah, I saw the footage, yo. It looked dope. Like I said, I wish I could have taken part in, supporting my Queens cousins and things like that. But was working.
The Horny Boys film reunion was out there.
Yeah, he was. You saw.
Yeah. Hey man, I ain't seen just seeing all them cats. I was like, damn, bro. I'm having like old ski trip flashbacks and shit. It was.
You want to explain to people what
a ski trip is?
That too.
What the Horny Boys?
You want to go there?
Hey man, if you was around, you was around.
That's smart man.
You was around.
Smart man.
We gonna leave it right there. We here. Remember I said about statute of limitations?
Yeah,
some of that shit ain't up.
Yeah. See, and I was gonna shout out. I'm glad I didn't say that.
Hey, the name of the crew is the Horny Boys. All right, we're gonna leave it there. So I don't really need to get.
So I'm glad you had a good time, man.
Nah, I did, man. I had a ball.
So did you go on any other festivities? Or that was the main one.
That was the only one I went to. I ain't gonna lie. They had shit all going since that fucking Thursday. They was going crazy. And all of the shit I just seen, you know what I mean? Like, I checked social media out, and my sister had hit a couple of them. So I'm living it through everybody else.
Okay,
but shit was fire, bro. They just doing, they raising the bar on that shit now, boy.
Yeah,
it's about to be that type of issue.
I'm glad to see it. Glad to hear it. Happy to see it. Want to be more part of it. Salute to y'all. Congratulations,
Queens.
Yeah, yes indeed. One time needed a win on top of win on top of win. Cue it up.
How was your weekend, brother?
It was fanglorious.
Yeah, as you was fucking you was working, man.
Yeah, I was definitely on the move. Thankfully, gracefully, appreciatively on all that good stuff. Because, Atlanta is still, what we need to talk about? And I'm going to come back to this in 1 second. Remember how people complaining just a few weeks ago about events in Atlanta and celebrating Hip Hop 50?
Yeah.
We're full. Now people say the city of Atlanta is full. Listen.
No vacancies. Hey, bro, there was so much other shit going on too.
In a good way. It
was mad other stuff going on.
Yeah, because A3C was in town.
A3C, the Afro Caribbean
in town. They're
thing,
here. I'm sorry, A3C Festival's here. Yeah,
the Afro Caribbean thing. They had a festival this weekend too.
Yeah, that was cool. But I'm just talking about the events.
Just mad events.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the Hip Hop 50 ones.
I got you.
Those were the ones that were, that people catching a lot of flack about.
Right.
Yeah, shout out to Afro Caribbean Festival and everything at Piedmont, that's where it's at. But it's been such an uptick in the last, I would say, since early August on the amount of events that are related around Hip Hop 50.
Yeah. You run out of time.
It's
gotta squeeze them in pause.
I mean, it makes sense though. Like you said, BT Hip Hop Awards is this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, A3C was this past weekend. One Music Fest is coming up in a few weeks. It's just so much. You know what I mean? Shout out to homie New Face. They were just they got the new display up on Underground Atlanta, celebrating Hip Hop 50 that JD and Dallas Austin and Shanti Dawes put together. So that's going on right now. Trap Museum has something else going on that the homie Jeremy Avalon was DJing it, but the homie Mickey Fax was hosting. They were celebrating I think the 25th anniversary, or where we at for Biggie for Ready to Die 25, right?
Yeah,
that's not right.
It came out in
94, 93, 94ish.
Damn,
somebody do the math. Boy. So anyway, they did a celebration for that at over at the Trap Music Museum. So I'm including that as part of the Hip Hop 50 thing. But it's so many dope different events, curated events that I was sitting back and I can't even make it to them all. You know what I mean? So it's just good to see it. You know what I mean? So another Hip Hop 51 I was a part of last week.
Yeah.
One Music Fest in the city of Atlanta. Did we talk about that?
You said it right. There's months ago people were saying, man, they're not doing enough.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't say that no more.
Shit happens.
Elevate ATL is going on right now.
That shit changed quick.
Come on, man.
Shit escalated quickly.
Shout out to Melissa and the team and what they've been doing and putting together. It's Phyllis Illa for those of you who know her artist performance stuff. So she's directing and being the creative director of that. Like, so that's one part. Elevate ATL is going on for the next, I think, 2 or 3 weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Just use the hashtag Elevate ATL. But all of that to say, I got to take part in Z Mullins' 15th annual sickle cell for awareness fundraiser bowling tournament out there in Douglasville. And like I said, when people, they always show up. But they really, really, really showed up this year. Raised a bunch of money. It was just a dope event from beginning to end. Just from hearing the people's stories who have been dealing with people who have sickle cell or how they were affected with sickle cell, and it's really something that's really important for our community that doesn't get talked about enough. So that's why I'm glad to just be a part of it. But just seeing the turnout, people having a good time, so many different organizations, so many different businesses. So that's what my highlight and most memorable moment or interesting thing that happened this weekend, getting a DJ that. Shout out DJ Queen of Spades. We rocked that out there and just had a really, really dope and great time.
Yo,
what happened?
I think about like you should post just your weekend itinerary one day, just so you can. The wild part is it'll be Thursday. Now, what you got going on this weekend? Nah, I ain't got too much going on. I hit this nigga Friday morning. Yo, I got 3 parties to DJ on Saturday. I got a nonprofit on Sunday morning at 7 a.m. I'll be doing that for 3 hours.
Be there.
After that, I'm got a day party, and then I'm finishing up at night. I'm like, yeah, damn.
Yeah, we brought back Any Given Sunday. Funny you say that.
I ain't heard not 1 second of sleep in this itinerary.
Sleeping is optional. Sleep is for suckers. Shout out to Hobie Sleepy Greek. But yeah, no, that's how it be though. Yeah, but yeah, we brought back Any Given Sunday, Fin and Feather. Yep. Shout out Tone. Shout out Polo. What It Is Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, what's the word entertainment? So that was dope. Me and Jay Saki tore that. That was a dope party, man.
Yeah, them shits don't miss. I give him that. Them shits don't miss.
But anyway, yeah. So people always like, yo, what do you do to chill? I come on here and I talk to Will. I try to fix Will's life. That's what I do.
There you go. Fucking repair.
Nah, man. It's good just to not just recap. But it's just good to sit back sometimes and just take it all in. Trust the process and see where it's supposed to be. Make sure you're at where you're supposed to be at. And that type of thing, man. And we pray about our Giants. So
I told you it still be wild when, like I said, I know you be saying
what up?
You saying I be starstruck, but when somebody recognizes me,
glad you said that.
Like
how'd that go?
That shit just be weird to me. It's still odd to me. I ain't gonna lie. I get it. I know people watch the show, and I appreciate everybody that does and supports it.
Right.
That shit fire.
Yes.
But still, when I'm walking around somewhere, and somebody be like, "Will," I'll be like,
"I don't know that voice."
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. The first thing up to me is like, damn, nigga, is this one of them niggas I was just talking about? That, like I said, I thought we had a problem and the statue should be up.
Yeah.
So your first mind is like, oh. But then you look at their body and go, no, this is love. This ain't that.
Shoulders down.
You know what I mean? And they're like, hey man, yo, watch the show every Tuesday. I'll be like, word?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, nah, y'all be killing that shit. I'm like, oh shit, I be want to hug him. I appreciate that, dog.
Man.
Thank you for the support.
Yeah, don't do that.
I ain't gonna hug. You can hug everybody.
Don't hug everybody. But no. Like we tell bro, like I said, yo, we on season 12.
I got you. But like it's the being recognized part that like I know what we put out. I listen to all these damn shows.
Yeah.
I'll be here. I'll be here and I'll be listening to them after the fact.
Okay.
It's just that when somebody else recognize you for it, I still be on some like word.
Yeah.
Like you DJ, so you be asking them, I recognize you suspend. You be like, yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
Me, I'd be like, my pause for applause. Like, yeah, you were not. I'm like, oh shit, yeah, that's me. I'm the guy.
That's me. I'm a part of it.
Yeah.
I be there.
I be on that show.
Nah, Matt, because like we talked about it before, but it's like anybody else out there. Because I got asked this like at least 3 or 4 times this weekend. If you want to start or do anything in the public eye, podcast, real live show, whatever it may be, yo, I keep telling people, yo, just start it. Figure out what you want to talk about, because I guarantee you're not the only one who wants to hear about it. We focus on culture and manhood and everything that falls underneath that, and some other, slackness a little bit here and there. But for the most part, we're here to make sure that there's a message about something that we learn that the people get to hear as well. Right. And that's what relates, that's what connects it to people. Because the other part to it is when people really started coming to talk to me, it wasn't about DJing. At first, I get the DJ compliments and I appreciate them as well. But it was about the work with Hip Hop Is Back and what we were doing with that. That was really a big part of when people would talk to me about different things and how it was affecting them. And like, yo, I showed this to my nephew. I showed this to my daughter. And they, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I know. Like I said, I've been doing it longer out here, running my mouth and doing, what I feel like I'm supposed to be doing is that part of it. So I'm glad you're getting to catch and understand the impact that your words have when you're really talking authentically from the heart and genuinely and not using it to gaslight anybody. See what I did there?
I see that.
Yeah, okay, cool. All right, what we got? Where you want to start?
Oh shit! Since we talk about the topics we enjoy talking about,
hey,
we already on the fatherhood kick. So I got a fatherhood question. It's not so much you decide whether or not it's a question. It's just more a thought that I had, and I saw somebody kind of relay a similar message, but it just made me think like. They say there's 3 phases you go through with your pops. Yeah. And obviously I'm heightened about my pops because he just passed. But like, and the dude told me like, he said basically first you idolize your father. You know what I mean? You see him as your hero and all of that, like you idolize that. Yeah. And then as you get to that, I guess that preteen, you start smelling yourself and you're like, these motherfuckers don't know nothing. Yeah. You start demonizing them. Like, how much should he be doing? Blah, 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 that type of thing. Right. And then at some point you get older and like, and you start to understand some of the stuff he did. So you're more, what's the fucking word I'm looking for when I want to describe this?
Understanding?
Idolize, demonize, and oh God, give me a second. Humanize. That's what I know. It was another eyes. you humanize your father because you recognize what he's doing. Like, damn, this shit hard. Like, this ain't no joke. Yeah. Especially after you have your kids, you're like, damn, this shit ain't no joke. Like all of these little things, they matter so much because somebody's watching me.
Facts.
And like I just would like to know. I'm like. When I heard him, the 3, I was like, damn, Like, no, I had all three of those.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like demonize is a strong ass word, but like I think everybody got to the point you're like, man, what the fuck going on, bro? When you you start feeling yourself around that fucking that teenage age.
Yeah.
So, but like as a kid, like I talked about on the hill, like idolized, man. Dad was superhero. You know what I mean? The watch sports, do all of that shit, fucking pick up a car. You know what I mean? Like
all of
that's you know what I mean? Could fix any goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Like that's you look at that shit like, damn, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Then you get older and you don't really understand how to quite be a man yet. So you're looking at some of the shit they do and you're like, no, the fuck, why are you doing that shit?
Yeah.
Damn, why was I yelling for? Like that type of energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I thought I was tough. You start realizing that shit is not
it's not a game.
Then you get older, and your pops got a punch on your chest or something wild.
How old were you when last time you your pops hit you in your chest like that?
I was probably early teens.
Like how early? 13?
That was probably like somewhere around that 14.
Oh, okay.
14, 15 maybe.
Okay, I caught one at 18, but I deserved it.
Yeah.
But that's another story.
So no, I asked for this one.
I definitely did.
The envelope was here. I kept pushing it.
Yeah, it was just about stupid
Let me see what it said.
Yeah, 18 and 19. That was the last one. I was like, all right.
That's enough of those.
That was enough of that. That's enough of that.
This nigga's still tough. That shit hurt.
Like 5'9", 150. How I'm feeling in my back?
I ain't rubbing that shit. My fucking chest on fire.
Oh man! But go ahead. What was your question behind that?
No, I guess it's more like is this a common experience for everybody? Like did you have that experience with your dad? Like going through those phases or any similarities to it? Yeah,
similarities too, because I had an issue with that whole demonized thing. Because you talking about this.
I said demonized is a strong ass word.
Yeah, pull up, pause. But it was your man from the president of the Yankees who said this. His name is in the comments somewhere. So he was the one talking about, which is why I think it got so much traction.
Yeah.
But I had an issue with the demonized part as well, because I was like, I don't think.
Yeah, I think demonized. Demonized sounds like hatred, and I never hate my pops. Like that never happened. I think you get to that age where you're like, I know every goddamn thing. But I think that's just natural for any kind of teenager. Yeah. Like parents don't understand that type of time in your life. You're like, man, y'all don't fucking know. You grew up in the fucking 60s. I'm talking about something's going on in 1992. You don't know. You don't know what it's like out here on these streets. And then you get older, you're like, oh yeah, all the shit is the same. It just recycles.
Do you remember the points in your life where you first started questioning him and saying you don't know what you're talking about? Was it something significant?
Oh, now when you say questioning, I was just thinking this shit.
Inside.
That's why I got on my teeth. Still.
Yeah, I know your dad. Your dad is 6'12". You know what I'm saying?
Watch your mouth, yo.
Yes. Do you remember when you had those first thoughts and really was like, yo,
I think it's when I started. When you start getting older and start thinking for yourself. So I'm thinking it's around them like preteens and like mid-teens. Because my dad is real loud. You know what I mean? Like he can talk. You know, he can talk his ass off, and he could be demonstrative. You know what I mean? So he gonna talk loud like that and be aggressive like that's his nature. Yeah. Not that he ain't no loving man, he definitely is, but like that was how he spoke. Yeah. You know what I mean? It really wasn't no cookie cutter. So he was like, nah, nigga, get your shit together type of energy he was on. You know what I mean? But and like so it's around that time. So around my teens, earlier teens.
Nothing specific that happened, and you're like, you know what?
I'm gonna tell you the one time like he did some
I love your dad stories. That's why I'm just all going in.
So this one time, like I ain't never really bring people to my crib because it is what it is. Niggas in the hood, this fucking case your crib. I was shell shocked. Fucking New York PTSD. But one time I had everybody come over, right? He was chill outside in the backyard, relaxing and chill. It was like right after school too. It was probably like 6 of us, but cats I never really hung out with, but we was good at school. Yeah. Right? My pops come on, he's like, yo, what y'all doing out there? Like just came outside on some like extra shit. And it was like, I was going, my pops like, what's all this for? Yeah. You know what I mean? Right. And then like after the fact, I was like, yo, Dad, what was that for? Like, what'd you come outside beefing and yelling for? Right. And first time I ever really said anything to him, because it did not make sense to me. Like, right. Ain't nobody, if he was out here ODing and they was like, I'm not bringing nobody over here to OD at the crib. I already know what time it is. Right. I'm not going to do that. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, so when he did that, I was like, what's up with that? And he looked at me, but I didn't say it in a wild, disrespectful way. So I think he wanted to be like, nigga, if you don't shut the fuck up. But I said it in a way that was still respectful. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out. Yeah, like, I'm like, I don't understand why you do this. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and me and him have had this this conversation. So when I was 20, probably like 7, I finally saw my pops. I was like, yo, like I know that you love me. Like I know that you love my sisters. Like I know that you love this family. That's why you help hold it together. Whether I know this your heart. I was like, but I'm just saying, like why you used to be so damn angry? You know what I mean? And that's a question I asked him, right? And I could see him, and I could see him getting filled up. You know what I mean? Like I could see that's what's going on with him. Like my dad had a part of his life. Like I said, like I don't know what happened, but something happened. Because like he never would never really talk about it. You know how you talk about your childhood and I could remember shit from different phases? Yeah. Like there's certain parts of his, like he has no recollection of. So like to me, I ain't no fucking that shit sound like some trauma happened right there. And you like, nope. I done sealed that off.
Blocked it out.
Yeah. Wow. And I mean, and I remember asking my aunt about it, and like she didn't really have no answers. And that was his only sibling. You know what I mean? But like, so like when I think about that now that I got older, now that I had children, like, and I got some of the traumas I had from me, you know what I mean? I look at it and I'm like, damn, like, I think that's the part when I started to humanize, and I get it. You know what I mean? This shit ain't easy. Like this fatherhood journey, it ain't easy. I know, and you couldn't have told me because I was a kid, but you couldn't have told me like, hey, you're gonna understand this shit one day when you get older. Because like that time I was like, what are you talking about? I can't look at it and say, hey, nah, man, he got some shit he dealing with from then. That's why he's on edge about whatever it is. Yeah. Or something happened to him when he was this age, and that's why he's fearful of you. So that's not him. He ain't mad at you. He's scared. He's scared like whatever's happening, it could lead to something that happened to him. Yeah. You know what I mean? And and I don't get that until I get older and I have kids. I'm like, oh.
How do you look at it now?
Oh no, I get it now. I mean, I'm not gonna say I completely understand it because some of the shit be over the top. Yeah. I was like, but some of the stuff a lot of it is fear. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm fearful of what happens with my kid. I'm fearful of if how I'm trying to raise them and what I'm doing is the exact right thing to do. Because a lot of this is practice. You know what I mean? Doctors practice medicine. Come on. They don't know what they're doing. Y'all motherfuckers is practicing. This is a test. Let me try this shit, see if it works. You know what I mean? So we got ideas in our mind and stuff that we've grown up with that we feel like worked, and stuff we've taken from other fathers that we see like, oh, I like how Nas did that shit. Let me try to incorporate that. So we have those things, but this is our first time. This is your first time having a daughter in her 20s. This is the first time for all of these things for a lot of us. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like we getting all right, we seasoning while we, you know what I mean, while we going. Yeah. I mean, but like just the process of that and like just the journey that I'm sure my dad had, like going through with his father. I'm sure I have. I'm sure my son is going through it right now with me.
So wait, that's a great point. That's a great point. How do you want to handle it different with your son? Like you recognize this now about your dad in your 20s. Would it be, or could it be to your son's benefit if he starts to understand it a little bit earlier? Or do you think, would you want him to? Or would you want him to figure it out and take his steps as you did?
Right. I think I want him to understand. I just think I don't think we understand how difficult it is to like to catch that. Like, because like I said, I think in that age, you're still on that my parents just don't understand type of thing. Like you're old head. Like, you don't get it. Things are different. Yeah. The same shit I thought when I was in that age. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I mean, the only thing I do try to do is I give my son and my daughter too, just a bunch of space to speak. You know what I mean? I think a lot of times just give them a voice. I was like, hey, this ain't that. This ain't the lecture. This ain't none of that. What's going on? Right. You know what I mean? And like I said, I told you, with my kids are now an age, like we in that coaching portion of the raising. Yeah. You know what I mean? To it like, yo, we got to talk. Like, tell me what's this? Like, I see him doing something that's wild, or like all these kids be playing these damn games and they be mad for real. Yeah. I'd be like, hey, I was like, the only thing y'all could do is point you in this direction. I was like, hey, I said, you playing this game to have fun. Right? Yes, no? Yeah. So now he got that, here we go with this fucking dad talk look on his face. So I'm like, all right, I get it. I've had that same look. So I can't do nothing but chuckle when I see it on his face. I'm like, yeah, he don't want to hear this shit. Right. So I was like, just think about this. If some shit that you're doing is supposed to be fun and you're giving it your time and effort, and it's doing nothing but pissing you off, I was like, you got to make a decision. Is it fun or is it not? Do you like feeling how you feel right now? Because what you're doing is you doing that shit of your own free will. This ain't school. This ain't work. Like, this ain't some shit I'm telling you got to do. Like, this is, you're choosing to do this.
And but what is it though? What is it though? What, to me, what I'm hearing is he's competing.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So to me, it's like there's another option.
Yeah,
It's not school, it's not work. Yeah. It's supposed to be fun, but I'm still
I was like, listen,
competitive as hell.
Listen, I'll be trying to remain calm. I am super duper competitive, and I always want to win.
Okay.
So I get that.
And you're a Jets fan.
Yeah.
All right, sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So I got to win the shit.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That let you know.
That was unnecessary. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I was like, so that's not even an excuse. Like, were you directing it? Because I love sports, I related to shit like that. So if I fucking lose, like, and I'm really playing, nigga, I'm about to get in the lab. Yeah. I'm outside like I really had a chance to go to the league. I'm taking 100 jumpers, like I'm going crazy, trying to get better. Like next time I get on this motherfucking game, I'm gonna beat this dude ass. He can't fuck me. I'm better than him. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that type of competitive is right. I was like, but you, nigga, you are angry. You mad, like fist balled up, damn, they got tears in your eyes. I was like, this ain't that serious, doc.
But you just sounded the same way. You just sounded like I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna practice. And you just said it.
But listen,
I'm listening.
Listen,
help me.
His intention.
Help me and Trey.
yeah. When I watch him, I'm like, bro, that's not what he got. Like, it's not the I'm gonna go practice hard on this. Like you are. Not the competitive upset, like you're like physically like distraught.
I got
like,
you.
And I'm just looking at you like, hey, my guy.
Okay.
Like, you're gonna have to find another way.
I see what you're saying. There's
like,
a line to it.
Yeah, like you gotta find another way.
Okay.
The way you doing it,
it's more destructive.
Yeah, that shit ain't gonna fly. That ain't gonna work.
I got you. Okay. I understand what you're saying now. Yeah, that's interesting. Because we never got there with video games because we didn't have the capability.
Yeah, no online. Your friend.
Okay.
That's when you started to say the computer cheating. She cheating.
The button ain't working.
And my mom's looking at me like this, son. That game has no idea who you are. It has no reason to cheat you.
That is hilarious.
I had to tell my son the same thing. I was like, hey, that game don't know it's you.
That is comedy.
And they say, oh, who that Trey? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Get his ass.
Yo, I never thought of it that way. That is hilarious because I was definitely
the game cheating.
Oh yeah,
we all done said that.
Yo, the button ain't working.
Yeah. Or the other thing, I'm saying the shit he says, Dad, y'all have video games when young? I was like, you gotta chill out, bro.
You gotta walk a block.
You gotta
do a block.
Saying it like I'm 75 years old, my man.
Yo, you owe me 50 up downs right now. Just saying that.
So they have video games when you were young? I was like, yo, you gotta chill out.
Just so you remember this moment, give me 50 up downs right now. And then go Google it.
Video game. I couldn't do nothing but laugh. Like,
oh my gosh!
I said, Trey, you gotta chill, dog.
Yo, that is comedy.
Yes, man.
You gotta show. You gotta take a trip down memory lane now. That's all it is.
That's what I did. I went on YouTube. It's like you don't even understand the struggle, bro. Like, you
does
can't
he know? Wait, does he know who Bo Jackson? Well, he doesn't play sports games though. He didn't play like Madden. They into Roblox and all that shit.
They go like the wild part of fucking Roblox nerd time. Really, Roblox is this like hundreds of thousands of games based on a Roblox universe.
Yeah.
Like, so like, and like you just create their own game, create their own worlds. So that shit is it's a brilliant strategy because the shit really didn't require any real fucking graphics to it. The shit,
that 8-bit shit is still blowing my mind. But anyway, let's stay focused. Shit
goes crazy.
Let's stay focused.
Kids cannot get enough.
Let's stay focused because they be trying to the storylines, and it's like when a ghost jumps out at you, you gotta run fast. I'm like, that's it.
Help.
You just got to turn and run away, and you win.
So yeah, hey man, in life, this strategy will not work. I just want you to be.
What? So I'll be sitting there listening. I'm like, oh, okay. Because thankfully for me, Kanai didn't get into. She did the early version Nintendo Switch and all that, but after that, she kind of veered away from it. But her younger brothers and sisters, I'll be able to check in on them every once in a while, and they'd be like, yo, look, this is what I'm doing now, and the cooking game. Yeah. Oh my God.
And you be like, oh, okay. All right, then.
but then the competitive spirit kick in with me, like, nah, chop it quicker. Why you taking so long?
What you doing? Hit the A button.
Man, yeah, all at A button. They ain't got no A button.
Yo, it's crazy.
Do they got an A button?
Because I used to play a cooking game with my daughter, right? And I told you,
it's probably the same one.
Yes, it's I'm well competitive. So we playing. I'm not playing against her. We're on the same team, and she just gets like, I don't know. I'm not winning. I'm getting frustrated. I'm like, what you mean? I had to catch myself. I was like,
see,
I was like,
you gotta leave your son alone.
And this is why I was telling him, I was like, you see that? I was like, and that's when you know you got to take a break.
Oh, you caught yourself.
Yeah, I was like, you're right. We should take a break.
Yes, all
right, because
at least you caught yourself.
Yeah, just the fact that I'm getting to that point where I'm just mildly competitive at this child's game.
Yeah,
I got to chill out.
All right, so let's bring it back real quick. I'll get to something else. So when it comes down to it, what you learned from your father and understanding about that demonization point that the gentleman who happens to run the Yankees happened to say, and the humanization part, what would you tell or talk to Trey about that time period? Because if you ain't there yet, you know what's coming.
Oh yeah,
because it's natural.
It's just heavy. I want to make sure. I always want to make sure I'm available. I think that's the biggest thing. So my pops was never gone. Like he worked late, so I wouldn't see him all the time. But it wasn't because he wasn't in my life. He just said, "Motherfucker, work 3 to 11."
Right.
I get out of high school. By the time I'm like you at work, so
you got to go fight Rodamez, and then
you know, I might catch Rodamez. It's crazy.
Sorry, go ahead.
So you know what I mean, but like just being available. I mean, and my dad was. You know what I mean, he wasn't no big time talker, but he was available. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, because his approach to talking was like, "You can't talk to me." We thought that was like.
I just saw his whole face when you did that.
I was like, "Dad, absolutely not. There's not a chance I'm bringing this up."
I was like, "No, I'm good."
But so I just kind of keep it like in that moment. I was like, "Hey, bro, like you know," and I tell my son, and like I make him finish the shit when every time I'm talking. I was like, "You know, I got your back."
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "What?" He's like, "No matter what." All right.
That's it.
I was like, "So it like ain't nothing you gonna tell me, boy, that's gonna make me not love you." Like there's not a story you about to tell or something you did that as heinous and wrong as you think it might be.
Yeah.
Like I might be the person to tell because I try to help us get out of this shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like but I want him to have those open lines where he feel like he can have that conversation.
Yeah.
And like before I get to the coaching part, let's fix the problem. You know what I mean? Like I tell him, I said, listen, before we get to that part, I was like, yeah, because I might have to tell you if you did something jacked up.
Yeah.
But we're gonna fix it first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We gonna get to that point first. But I think you just want to keep them lines of communication open and make him feel comfortable, like he ain't got to, like, I can't tell my dad about this. He gonna go crazy, he gonna go wild.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I told him, I was like, you might be right. I might be pissed at something. I was like, but we gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
I was like, and that's the only way shit get fixed. That's just the thing I want to relate to him. That's it's real. Like, yo, you gotta talk.
Yeah.
Like I get it. I ain't want to talk neither. I don't want to hear that shit. And if you need a second, like, yo, I just need to get my thoughts together. That's cool too.
Yeah.
I was like, but like I'm telling you, you trying to wear that shit on you, and this is not because you have grown men that haven't learned this yet. And we know this not. It's like that you still carrying something from your childhood, Dad. Like,
several things.
That's like, can you imagine? Like as if life as in this skin and in this environment in this world is not hard enough. I'm carrying that.
Yeah. That
trauma from when I was 9 and this happened when I was 13 and this, like, I ain't putting none of that down yet.
None of it. And the wild part is, go ahead, I ain't even cut you.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, you just reminded me because words like, especially the men, young men, even more. Bring your mic down a little bit. Words like trauma are too, for some reason, they're triggering to men and young men. Well, men of way too many ages. Right. When they hear the word trauma, they think, oh, vulnerability. Oh, I'm being sensitive. For some reason, those are all in the same plane and in the same bag.
It gets given a negative like connotation to it, and it's not. Yeah. Like it's just life. Yeah. Shit's gonna happen, y'all. Like you ain't grow up in a bubble and like with no physical contact with anybody. Like it's shit gonna happen.
Yeah, it's just times like that. I figure like it's either a mindset shift that we can, try to apply, or just find other words to use. Because if it's putting up such a block for us just to even communicate and get to what really matters, because it's not the word trauma. No, it's what caused the trauma. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if we start saying, instead of saying trauma, if we say something like, what's the real issue? Yeah. But I understand trauma is more serious than issue. But if we have to use issue or something else similar that's not going to cause that war to go up with men, then I think we need to find those other words to use. You know what I mean? Because, one word would trigger me, but it may not trigger you and things like that. But that's also a part of our own development. But before I get too far down that lane, I just want us to pay attention to certain easy things that can be replaced or innovated to where we could keep the conversation going and it could go further on and on. So I just wanted to add that part. But yeah, I appreciate you sharing that, especially about what, not just your path with your dad, but how it translates to how you interact with your son
Right.
and allowing him his space, because he's at a very, I mean, he's always going to be at a key point no matter what until he's like 30. So it's going to give me a key point.
Hey, the older I get, and as I get older when having my parents around, like you realize that they don't stop raising you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they just your parents forever.
Yeah.
And like there's still plenty to learn. Like this stuff I used to, like when I first had my kids and my mom is showing me stuff and I'm like, damn, you feel like a little kid. Like, oh,
yeah,
that's how I do that. All right, thanks, mom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but like they don't never stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like I said, just like the whole cycle, man, of it is just like they pass this thing on to you. You know what I mean? They nurtured and watered you. So you start to grow and you realize like, all right, now I got my plant over here.
Yeah.
Like, so I got to take everything you gave me and I got to try to nurture it. And like, I'm going to take like what I think it was like, that didn't necessarily work for me. So I'm gonna leave that part out.
Right.
So I'm going to nurture, I'm going to do my best at that. But guess what, man? And I want y'all other parents to understand this too, is like, there's going to be things that your kids won't, they're gonna get older and feel the same way I feel about certain things. Yeah. Like that, I ain't really like it when you did this. Or like when you did this shit, it kind of made me feel like this. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I gotta hear those things. Yeah. And I gotta remember like, hey, bro, I had that same thing. You know what I mean? And I know now my pop wasn't doing that intentionally. Something my mom might have done when I was younger that I didn't like, that wasn't done intentionally. I know they love me. Yeah. Like it's just that they practicing like this, and I'm sure there's a better word for that, but like that's really what it is. They're trying their damnedest. They're not cutting corners. Right. They're giving it 110%. But like this is the way they know. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and this is the way I know. So I'm giving everything I got to my kids. But they might get to that point and be like, you know something, that wasn't the best for me. Yeah. You know what I mean? I felt like this, and I gotta listen to that and accept it. And the only thing I could do is like tell them my side or tell them what I was thinking. And that's why I said it's important to keep those lines of communication open with your kids. And like allow them to have a voice to an extent. What's the extent though? The extent is this. I'm glad you asked. Because sometimes tangent. I used to work at Toys R Us. Okay. Right? And people of the like different ethnic. You got it. Ethnicities. Right. Right. They give their child a voice real early. Yeah. And sometimes that fucking voice is rude, disrespectful as hell, and I won't say anything to their parent. Right. You ain't got that much leeway with me. Yeah. You got a limit? You got a voice. You keep it respectful. Yeah, ain't no Master P over here. Yeah, man. Yeah, you don't respect your jaw. You better show. Watch your jaw. You want to keep them damn teeth till you get old, don't you? I forgot about that. Go ahead. I'm sorry. You want to keep all them giblets in your mouth. You better watch your tone. So like I said, you give them the voice, but like we not. I tell my kid all the time, I was like, you can tell me whatever you want. You may not be disrespectful. You may not. Yeah. Do that shit to somebody else. I not as much time, effort, and everything else I put in now. We ain't gonna do that. So let's play Heaven's Advocate. And he says, but Dad, I don't know what I'm being disrespectful. I'm gonna tell you. But I don't want you to look at me like that, like I'm about to lose much. No. Listen, I'm that first one, I'm gonna give it grace because clearly you didn't know. Yeah. So that first one ain't gonna be a pow immediate like strike to the child. Right. We ain't doing that. I'm like, hey. Bring it down a little bit. Yeah. So I told him one time, I was like, hey, we could talk, but I can't talk if you're trying to yell. Yeah. It's really me saying, watch your fucking tone and you ain't yelling at me. Yeah. I was like, but I cannot hear you. I tell my daughter, I was like, you're getting upset and you're getting excited. I can't understand you, and I can't help if I don't understand you. Right. You know what I mean? So I said, what we got to do, if we got to take a deep breath, if we need a second to calm down so we can talk, so we can fix it, then let's do that. Yeah. I was like, but I cannot help if you're yelling because I don't know what you're saying. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I give them the space to talk, but like definitely there's a line. Yeah. Like we don't we're not cursing at each other. Yeah. Like we're not doing that. Yeah. I couldn't myself. What the fuck are you talking about, that boy? You know, one thing when I used to get upset like that, and I remember being at that age, and this was like preteens, of course, and I would get upset and I was trying to talk. My father, he would like put his hands around me. You know what I'm saying? He rub my neck and do all of this. He'd be like, yo, it's all right. Yeah. So I just wanted to share that because I remember now that you said it's like I would get so frustrated, whether it be about a game, I'd be upset at him or one of my siblings or something like that. I think the world is like, over every little thing when you're young. It's not even that. It's just in that. Like, no, actually, it is that. Yeah. You're right. You get so caught up in that moment. You're just so fired up because you don't know what to do with that energy and just dissipating it that way, especially from a father to the children. It helps to dissipate it.
it helps to spread it out and be like, okay, yo, I'm here with you.
Yeah.
And it just reminded me of that. And that's what definitely one of the things I passed on. I did with my daughter. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, you know what I mean?
Like, all right. Like, let's show, what's the issue?
Yeah. You know what I mean? And it could be different ways. It could be the rubbing the back of the neck. It could be a true pat on the back. It could be rubbing the back. It could be anything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I pissed my son off. I'll be hugging the shit out of him.
When he upset?
Any occasion. Come here, boy. I fuck with him. I'm like, you too old to give your dad a kiss. Like, I don't kiss my son on the mouth, no shit like that. That's wild. You first get that out there. That's wild to me. To each his own. Always been wild. My pops ain't kissed me on the mouth, and I ain't kissed my son on the mouth. I haven't said that. Like right now, I kiss him on the top of his head. He'll let me get that off. Anything other than that, he gonna be like, yo, you gotta chill.
Yeah, he gonna be like, yo, relax. I'm calling freshman year.
Yeah, he's like, I'm grown, bro. And even if I do that, it cannot be in public. Because I guess it's gonna take his card. He can't have that.
I mean, yeah.
But I can't do nothing but laugh. I was like, nah, I've been there. Because my pops was on some shit. He don't give a damn.
Yeah.
My pops come up, what's up, boy? Kiss me right on the side of my face.
Yeah.
Like
nothing.
Yeah, he don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And I remember a point when I was like, this shit is embarrassing. And then I got probably.
How old were you when this is what I'm saying? You can't just say that.
Yeah. So probably when I get out of my teens, I'm somewhere, probably my late teens. I was still living in New York when I stopped caring about it like that. Yeah. Like when it didn't bother me, and I was just happy to have like that type of connection with him. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, so I was probably somewhere in that late 20s. You know, when you fucking that young, you just think everything is corny and like I don't want nobody to see this.
I still think everything is corny, by the way. But yeah, I understand.
But you know what I mean? Like, so, but now, man, like, even probably the whole time he been here, me and my pop, what's up? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
no problem.
Yeah, off the rip. My pops ain't dapping me up. He don't be going for no shit like that. Come here, boy. My pops leaning in for her. I don't think I've ever dapped my pops up.
Not
never. Like,
okay. What
like, I ain't never done that.
That's wild. What about like a stern handshake? Did y'all do that?
You shaking hands before, but like I'm telling you, it's big time. Like even if I try to do it, he just gonna pull me in. He ain't.
Oh no, I'm just saying it started off like that.
Off with an what's up? What's up, that shit gonna feel odd. I don't think I've really done that, and we never been like a dad. I ain't never did that. Like I don't.
Oh, the fist pound?
Yeah, that shit ain't no thing for him, bro. My dad was born in 1946, man. You know, he think it's wild and y'all niggas wear jeans. You know?
Oh, instead of dress pants? Yeah. Instead of slacks. Oh,
why your pants are goddamn low? Pull your pants up.
That's another story.
Pop's got his belt up here.
Oh, my gosh.
Why it's not on your waist?
Man, that's how it should go. Oh, man, I love it, bro. I love it. I think that's enough lessons for today. I don't know, maybe
school is out.
Yeah, I mean that's enough. That's enough. But I don't know. What else? We got a couple of things to talk about.
Can we get to
oh man, crazy transition,
the wildest transition ever.
Come on, shoot.
I got nothing. Speaking of the 90s, Tupac.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna let go. It's on the line.
Let's run it back.
You gotta wrap up in a minute, but go ahead.
But now,
it's so
I can't even say the shit, bro. Like, so you said a report that they allegedly found the murder of Tupac.
Yeah.
It was Keefe D.
Yes.
Dwayne Keefe D. Davis has been charged with the murder of Tupac Shakur.
Yep.
So I'm watching this thing.
Brandon on it.
Yeah,
shout out to Network King. I see you, bro.
I'm watching the dude, and I remember like the show that came out where he was talking about it, and I was being in the car, and I was sitting there watching it like, can he say this?
Yeah, you talking about the interview?
Yeah, like I'm like, can you say that? Because it sounds like he's saying I was there. Like,
yeah.
Like I know ain't no statue on this. Somebody died.
Found? Question mark. But anyway, so
I'm
give him background who ain't seen it.
Yeah, and so anyway, he's an older guy, as you can imagine, because Pac got killed,
7.
Like, so, like, I'm watching it, and everything
96, I'm tripping, 96.
And everything about, like, this him, and when it's happening, and, like, the fact that everything we got is shit that he basically told on himself about, it seems, like, so fucking fabricated to me, and I get it that, it's probably the conspiracy theory in me somewhere. Theorist in me, but I'm watching, and my first thought is, this ain't the dude.
Okay, why do you say that? This is years ago.
Yeah,
you talking about? Okay,
yeah, but right now watching, I'm like, man, this ain't the guy, bro. I don't know. I
say more.
I watched him. I watched Suge Knight say some shit like, "Oh man, I had to do with this," and I'm just like, and I get it. I get who the source is. Let me first say that I completely understand who the source is.
Go ahead. Right. Good.
And because I understand the source, that's the part looking at me like. But him saying it makes you like, now I really don't know because he wouldn't give a damn about lying to nobody about anything. You know what I mean? So it's like
Suge or Keefy D's on my
Suge. I don't know why Keefy D would make his shit up at this point.
Okay. All right.
And even then, because he's really not, he hadn't made a statement to the police saying, "Nah, I did this shit," and that happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're piecing together shit that from his story and interviews he's been doing that's a little bit too much information that he shouldn't know.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, hold up, dog. We ain't released that fact. How the hell you know that? What the fuck?
Don't
like, so let me bring your ass into question.
That's what Court said. They're piecing together 10 years of him doing interviews and basically.
Like, nigga, what? How you know that? And I'm just like, that's why sometimes it's best to keep your damn mouth shut.
And that's what you're taking away from this? Do you want to see this case solved? Do you care?
I care because he has family members. You know what I mean? And I care about that part for justice for him.
Okay.
But like, am I gonna think it's gonna make some physical difference for me? It's not. Because I said I love Pac for his artistry.
Right.
You know what I mean? And as another black man.
Mm-hmm.
But like to say I'm a cry because we finally got his killer, I'm not. But I could, if he was part of my family member, like I could see how that's extremely important to them. Yeah,
I got you.
Okay. You know what I mean? So I'm justice. I want old justice to be served and all of that. But like I ain't gonna say I'm emotionally tied to it. Like this happens, I'm gonna cry. Like I'm not.
Yeah, I feel that.
But like it just.
I mean,
seems,
I hear that. I don't know if I feel that. I don't know if I technically agree with that.
Yeah, I got you. It just seems like real. I don't know.
Real what?
I don't know. I feel like something's off.
Of course, it's Vegas, number one. But other than that, what do you mean by it? So, what are you feeling is something's off?
I feel like he ain't do it.
Oh, okay.
It just, I don't know. Like I said, I don't. Yeah. I don't know. I ain't buying this shit.
So let me ask a question then.
Something ain't all the way right.
It's been
20-something odd years.
20-some odd years. What would be off that would make them say, hey, let's resurface this case that we never officially closed? Well, actually, they closed and reopened a couple times. What would be off to you that's setting off your queen spidey senses? Because
dude is like, man, cops come get me. Just come get me. I mean, this is what it is. What I'm gonna do if they come to arrest me? I mean, I'm just gonna go to jail. I'm like, my thought is like, who does something like that?
Yeah.
And like just wants to talk about it all the time.
Fame is a hell of a drug, bro. As we know.
Like, this is some real, like, I don't want to talk about this shit, bro. I don't want to talk about nothing illegal I've done. Like, nothing.
I feel you, though. I do. Jones said Tupac ain't dead. Relax, Jones. Tupac. But so let's look at that from that standpoint real quick. Real quick.
Fact.
Right? Ego is a hell of a drug, right? You're already connected. If he's a murderer, he's found convicted. You know what I'm saying? You have all the ties to PD, to LAPD. You know what I'm saying? You have ties to Vegas PD because they were still involved. Certain members, not the entire police department, from what I've seen, right? Then you also have ties to people who are not gonna sell you down a river. Because your boy Suge already said, if whoever come to ask me, I'm not taking a stand.
Nah.
You see what I'm saying? So if you have all of those things going on and it's all these years have passed by, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're comfortable in that space because of your perceived protection.
You feel comfortable talking about it.
Some people would, me.
I can see that.
So that's why I'm assuming and putting myself in other people's point of view where it may come from because of the ego, because of your stature, because of a lot of arrogance. You know what I mean? So, because most cases, you feel untouchable. You feel bulletproof.
They ain't got me yet.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where I think some of it is coming from. But some of them interviews, like Jones was saying, way too much.
Yo, he was talking to some of them. I was like, can he say this? I feel like the cops should just stop the tape and cut the camera off. Put your hands behind your back. That was crazy. There's no way I'm letting you get that off.
Cops look back like,
Give me that face like that ass. You really just going?
Anyway,
Okay. I'm gonna let y'all finish the recording. Go ahead.
I don't understand, number one, why it took so long. Even going back to 2018, the information they have now, they had in 2018. So even if you want to go back then, you know what I mean? That's a part of it. If you ain't do your, let me not do that. Let me not. I was gonna say, if you ain't do your job for 15, 20 years, would you still have your job? I'm just saying. I'm just starting a little bit. Just starting a little bit. Anyway,
lock his ass up.
All right, there it is. Any other words that you want to? Well, I think you just said enough right there.
That was the one.
All right, that was it. That was it.
If he did it, put them underneath the jail.
Hey, I mean, like you said, I fully understand what you were saying about family, friends.
Oh yeah,
that damn culture, understanding like, yo, let's get some closure to this.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So,
get through this one, and we can go get who got big.
Yeah, those conversations have already started.
Oh, you already know.
Yeah,
you already know.
Yeah, we'll say that for next week. We may need content.
We may need.
Stop playing.
Plans.
What?
Plans for the weekend?
For the weekend. Oh, Miami, what up? Miami, what's good? I'm in Miami this weekend for Caribbean Carnival, Fort Lauderdale, Miami. I think they call it the Broward Carnival. I'll be down there Saturday evening. Jellifon Chill is going on Sunday evening.
Damn.
Yeah, Jellifon Chill, we outside, man. At Jellifon Chill. So anybody in Miami area, come by after the parade on Sunday. Jellifon Chill will be there from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. Before then, Wednesday, tomorrow night, ladies' night, Burn Lounge. Listen, fellas, I keep telling y'all, we calling it ladies' night, but
so
number one. And number two, it's a dope ass date night and experience that if your lady or you are not like cigar aficionados, this is a great place to learn. We had the games on. It'd be a whole energy to it. I'm DJing. What else you need, bro? I'm trying to tell you, ladies, it is truly an endearing ladies' night. Drink specials, cigars. Listen,
it's a beautiful thing.
It's an amazing 8 p.m. to midnight. Then Thursday, well, I gotta double check that. But yeah, Thursday back at the Love Below Speakeasy. Shout Night of God. No, that was another amazing event that was a part of last Friday. But we'll get to that later. I gotta get Nia up here because she's an interesting, talented young lady.
When you go to Florida,
yeah,
don't run no marathons.
Nah.
Yeah.
Ain't no marathons this weekend in Miami.
Nah, shit didn't work out.
Shout out to Reggie Rock. Shout out to Reggie Rock.
We're gonna see the marathons.
Listen, we talk about the moments in your life. That was one
on the list.
That was that was definitely on the list, bro. You gotta live more, man.
So you gotta tell the whole story to say,
and I'm right now.
And I ran a marathon.
That's how it go down.
Moving forward, and the next time we tell the story,
listen, that's what's gotta happen.
And the next morning, I ran a motherfucking marathon.
Listening to Rocky anthems and everything, man. But yeah, Carnival weekend. That's where Purple Palms. That's where it's gonna be at. 80 Northeast 29th Street, Miami, Florida. That's Jellifon Chill. That's Sunday. That's after the parade. I think Monday I'm doing something else, but I have to double check. But yeah, so that's the weekend. What you got going?
Not a damn thing.
Are you recovering after?
Hey, bro, I'm chilling, man. I am like, bro, I'm ready to. I'm chilling. Like,
you know what his funny part is? You may want to check out Rum Punch Brunch this Sunday. They are doing it's like a pre-introduction to the Red Bull Clash they have and coming up next month. So they have some of the DJs that's going to be involved with that. That's going on this Sunday. Shout out to Dreggy and Boom. That's this Sunday, rumpunchbrunch.com. Shout out to family, Animal House Music Group. They was in town this past weekend. Always good to catch up with family. Yeah, Champagne James. You know what I'm saying? They got a big party event going on in Peoria, Illinois with Trap Beckham. I think that's next week.
I know somebody lived there.
You?
Well, I used to.
Yeah?
I don't know them anymore.
You can talk about it?
No.
All right, cool. So if you're not already, follow Animal House Music Group on IG, man. But that's about it, yo. We got some more behind the scenes and exclusives coming up on the IG page. Will claims he's going to do some work. So with that part being said,
pressure's on.
Yeah, pressure's always on. Libra season. Shout out to my Libra families and all of you wonderful and amazing people, man. We're going to see y'all next week, man. Before I forget, shout out Toya. Shout out 92.6 The Mix.
Absolutely.
The Network King. Experience LLC, man. We appreciate y'all. The production team is real, yo. Y'all gotta understand. It's not just us out here talking and showing up.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Listen.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Out here just making things pop and go down and happen, man. We can't make it happen without y'all. We appreciate you. Any other words, brother? Who y'all listen to this week? Sorry. Any other words, brother? I'm talking shit. I just got blown out.
Hey, I told you, bro. We ain't not too much on football. So
64-3 on Monday night. Sorry. They about to start treating the Giants like the Knicks on NBC. Remember the
yo, you
gotta laugh not to cry sometimes. Sometimes you gotta laugh.
Welcome to New York sports.
Jesus. Hey, Seuss, we are here for it, man. Any other thing? You got anything?
Nah, man. It's happy to be here. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. It's really appreciate it.
I already did that. All right, cool. On 3.
1, 2, no. No, court. What the fuck? You said court. How long you been on the show, dog? Nigga said, wait, hold on. I got it now. Wait. Court, I love you, bro. That shit was so. Hey, Court, go back and watch the episode just for that part, bro.
Oh man,
damn, that shit was funny.
With the Court next, you got to talk about because Court was at the bowling challenge.
Oh yeah, you gotta get the shit.
Yo, listen,
they shot his free throws and they ain't here to shoot him.
Oh man, yeah. Yo, listen, I couldn't have made it happy. Yo, shout out to you, Court. I appreciate the help, brother, because that was some work. All right.
Can't even do it right now.
Yo, listen, drive the boat.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.